Once again, a ticket to the grand final slot in MSC out in Riyadh to battle it out. Already looking at the bands here real quick too. Percentages, the blue side from Falcon's AP BREN, 82%, RSG, 58%.
Valenzuela, that's where RV came from. That's where I was from.
There it is.
Real quick, something to note, Louis has not yet been banned.
Yeah, I think now these two teams acknowledge that the Loyi presence coming up, especially as the first pick on the blue side, something you have to watch out for. So people, don't be surprised if RSGPH banned that out as their third ban here, considering that they also banned out the Fredrin. Oh,
okay.
It's Falcon's AP BREN taking it out. Okay.
I think that's smart.
Not gonna risk it.
You have to, right? Because not only with that amazing thing that we saw last night from Aqua, but just how the diversions changed the course of a lot of the lineups and the way the game is played here. So let's see what this last ban from RSG is going to be. I want to take out.
Might be the chip.
Might be the chip, although we don't see it that much in first pick, but maybe if RSG ban it out, that's going to be a note for later that maybe they're not themselves comfortable with picking up the chip. Arlot, highly contestable for these two teams. If you're Falcon's AP BREN, consider taking it away from Nafs.
Or the Matilda.
And the Matilda still open as well. And there's a reason why I forgot the Matilda. Because sometimes, even when Matilda's open, she doesn't get first picked anymore. It's like
It's
teams
weird,
are
right?
considering, But the RSGPH say, nope, you can't give that to the hands of Ogwen. Falcon's AP BREN love playing with that Matilda in their hands. So, are they telling FCAP, yo, pick up the Barretts because we're going to steal a really strong jungler for Kaltizi if you don't. But nope, it's the
Vision.
Novario for few.
They go for the vision.
Huh.
That's the play.
That's what got him last night.
Yep. All right, so they go that. And this is, I feel like in a way, because Fred was taken out and we know him to be very consistent in the first pick, you at least secure this. You secure yourself a lot of presence already. This is going back to the keys to victory like we talked about. So this is right on the go. Now, with two picks up for RSG, what do they want to take? Do they take that Barretts like we talked about? You guys mentioned as well, the Arlo, the Arlot is available if they want to take that as well.
So many power picks. Valen, Barretts, Arlot, Roger.
Wouldn't be surprised if Akai shows up.
Because
again, if you pick up the Barats here, best believe FCAP's going to feel the pressure.
Yep.
Oh, but then if they pick up Barats here, FCAP's just going to pick up the X-Borg, who does really well up against Barretts. So they pick up the Yuzhong instead, get a power pick. Oh, and they're taking a pick away from Few with the Faramis.
This is interesting because these are not the heroes I expected to pop up, but in a similar fashion, like you mentioned with a few, but also get that Yuzhong. We've seen Navs entertain on this hero as well.
Wait. Starting yesterday, more often than not, jungle X-Borg has been a thing. So you could flex into an X-Borg here. Hey, you can rarely flex in blue, but now maybe FCAP might pick it up.
Could be a possibility. I feel like RSGPH really are just trying to tell FCAP that, hey, Barretts is going to be a bad idea. Usually Barretts Yuzhong matches, Barretts static with its ultimate. While you're using your ultimate, the Yuzhong's going to dive the back line. So FCAP go ahead and pick up the Roger for themselves.
There it is!
You don't see it. And there's the X-Borg.
That was a good call.
Yeah, the X-Borg we were talking about there earlier. Still flexible.
I was going to say, flexible.
Yeah.
I think this is where the power move is right now in the meta of drafting. You pick the heroes in that first phase that are still the question mark. Where is it? And if you can get one of them, that's great. The X-Borg right now, currently sitting there. You don't know. Is it going to the XP? Is it going to the jungle? We'll see how that plays out. What's the answer here to round out the first phase?
It's so
RSG.
awkward. Like, you don't want to pick Barats. Do they put the Akai on Demon Kite this early on, or do they get a gold laner? Put the carry on Kusei?
Yeah. Because you don't see your jungler. That's the problem right now for RSGPH. You don't know. So you can go Nathan, Moskov, or carry. But then I feel like FCAP can just adjust their jungle pick based on that hero so that it's a little bit easier for them. Or Claude, yeah. So they're going to go for, I feel like one of the safest routes that you can go as a gold lane. Can't really go super wrong with Claude. Just make sure you got to help him up against the Roger.
Again, guys, we cannot deny. If you guys have been watching throughout the playoffs, man, Super Marco deserving of the awards that he got tonight, of course.
MVP.
And, man, his KDA is insane, and a lot of teams, they've struggled to just find Super Marco half the time.
There's a reason why they call him Bulletproof Marco, man.
That's right.
Bulletproof. Great nickname, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you just have... I think it was Leo the one that started that,
Yeah, man.
wasn't it?
He's been pushing it for like 2 seasons now.
I feel like he just had one day, Leo woke up, he had bulletproof coffee.
That's a Singaporean special.
Is it-
You put butter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had it myself.
I can't have that. My cholesterol can't handle it. A chip?
Oh, there's the chip ban.
Good ban on the chip. Chip Nova would be really great global presence.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So RSGPH really want to fight.
Yeah.
It's the reducing Falcon AP Brent's ability to be present all around the map and say, meet us here, we think that we can outfight you in the objectives.
Okay, so as we get through this, what is the focus for Falcon's AP Bren? What do they want to narrow it down some more? Do they actually go with even the? I don't think they worth jungle bans because there's so much that Demon Kite could roll with here.
Yeah.
Or because it was a good thing that RSG secured that gold lane slot as well, even though they had that Roger across from them.
Yep.
So how do they play these bans here for Falcon?
Roamers. Choke out roamers.
Yep. Take out the Edith. There we go.
Okay.
It's a great pickup for Light. Ogren loves that too.
Yep.
Contestable for both. So now, considering that there's both a Nova and especially a Faramis on the other side, I wonder if Kaja's going to be going to make an appearance.
I thought you were going to say
draft.
Hellkurt.
Hellkurt? Okay,
But they execute.
Sir, I am at the school of thought that in the Philippines, best believe you shouldn't try the Hellkurt
You should
role.
not do it.
You
Okay.
just can't play assassins in the Philippines.
Yeah, even if it's a roam.
We apologize to the thousands of agents just triggered now by the Hellkurt.
That's true. Well, last band's going to be okay, so actually from RSG is the Trizla. So they go ahead and take that out. That's more like safety as well.
It feels like a half ban because
Yeah.
you don't know.
You're not sure, right? And it would actually work great against having that Faramis and dealing with that Netherrealm. So it's more of a, let's just do this just to be safe. Now, last ban for FCAP here. What are we thinking?
Another roamer.
Yeah, has to be. You really reduce it. Oh,
Wait.
Oh, they called that RSG would be playing an assassin instead. Oh, maybe there's a chance that FCAP might actually consider a jungle export.
Okay.
Not against it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you would ban out the Nolan, because the Nolan can take away the Faraga armor really quickly.
Yeah, so they'll allow the Barats or the Akai, and they're fine with that.
Yeah, the Barats they will allow. Barats versus Xborg has a bit of a better time. Akai, the funny thing about Akai, if you slot in the lineup of RSGPH, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's going to be an awkward placement. Okay, we're going to pin someone down or what? We might see a different jungler this time around.
Okay, what is RSG thinking here? What does Coach Panda have up
Do they
his
go the
sleeve?
Kaj?
The Kaj, right, like at this point would be somewhat safe? Okay, it's not.
Grok.
It's
Wait, what?
Yeah, they went Grok.
It was left open.
Oh,
I
for
could have
life.
sworn FCAP was going to ban the Grok here, right?
Yeah, they're okay with that, I guess. So they're going to be playing a roamer here that can just minimize the impact as well of the Grok. They're both going to this potentially... No, they both really are blind on the jungle.
Wait.
The Xborg is flexible, but then at the same time, the jungle picks just might surprise us both.
Does Ogwin want to go ahead and pick up the Nova?
Roam Novaria?
Oh,
No!
Oh! This is...
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, this is a new flavor of Falcon's AP Bren we're seeing here, lads.
It's old but new.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. And it goes so well. Rafaela with Barrett, Rafaela with Xborg. I would imagine Roger would just be like,
I was going to say, hell,
going
even
really
a
fast.
Roger.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast dog.
A wolf.
Wolf, yeah, he's a wolf. He's a wolf.
All right,
Forgot
one of
about
my few worries about Falcon's AP Bren's lineup is the amount of burst. Like, it's not reliable burst. So you
Yeah.
won't trigger the bloodthirst on Roger as quickly.
That's
you
true.
have to make the fight last maybe 5-6 seconds.
That's true.
that. Yeah.
And then that's when Super Marco can go hunting.
But then Claude is so happy that fights go on a little bit longer if they can free it. Oh, what's this jungle gonna be for RSG? Something new or Alpha?
What?
Alpha.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Moba Zane.
Moba Zane.
Mobazane and Annabelle from Eva's Glory.
Alpha
All right.
Dog 360. I don't know.
Okay.
I just say Alpha Dog 360 because he's my second most played hero in the game.
Really?
Love him. Love it. All right, that's
I
locked
like
in.
I like the Alpha Dog because look at the chunky HP on the lineup of AP Bren.
Yeah.
The Falcons are gonna get shot down. Well, speared down.
Speared
It's
down.
Still called the Spear of Alpha, right?
Yeah, it is.
Spear of
All
Alpha it is.
There you go.
By the way, hey, Demon Kite, if you're not playing that collector skin that just ended, by the way, yesterday or this morning, I don't know.
Did you get it?
I did. I did get it.
Come on, dude. You're talking to Alpha Dog 360.
Alpha Dog 360, baby. It was actually Alpha Dog 5000 because it cost 5,000 diamonds.
That's what they call him during holidays.
Well, let's take a look at the lineup rating here for both teams, FCAP and RSG, a little bit higher there. Of course, we'll see exactly how this plays up, though. You guys can let us know in the chat as well who you think is going to win this game, number one, or this series. And don't forget to keep an eye out on the goodie bags if you're watching on TikTok with us. But here we go, launching into the land of Dawn. The Champions Arena has erupted, and we are ready to find out who's going to take that first blood in the series of this best of 5. Will it be Falcons, AP BREN, or RSG Philippines?
Yeah, Leo mentioned something earlier about longer team fights. Falcons, AP BREN, their damage isn't as bursty as you'd want it to be. But if you look at the lineup earlier of RSG Philippines and the lineup rating graphic that we showed, their late game potential is much better. So Falcons, AP BREN, it's funny because their lineup, you can't say end it quicker, but the lineup of RSGPH calls for Falcons, AP BREN to end the game quicker.
Not only this, look at all the quantum charges here for RSG,
Literally
man.
all of it.
They want to go fast.
Yeah, they know they need that little burst of movement speed to be able to readjust their positioning, and that sweet little heal too.
That's true. They can work around that, and I mean, if for a lot of people that have watched Alpha Jungle specifically, I mean, a lot of you guys, if you've watched other parts of the world, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The pace of it is actually really good. And then when you compare him and the Barretts, of course, when you're talking about approaching the objective fights, who comes out on top of that? Is it more of getting around that sustainability because of the Rafaela across from them?
We're going to be looking at the export between the Yuzhong. That's why there's a lot of pressure on that part of the map right now. Retribution already used.
Oh, slowing him down. There's a Detonus welcome. Throwing him into the wall. That's going to be first blood draw. Nats falling. They're still going. DK looking for one. Bobbing the shields. In comes Aqua. And he's just going to go as quickly. Bang! Huge double kill for the recently inducted Hall of Legends Flapteezy.
It's a disaster for RSGPH, not the start you want to have, and Falcons AP BREN already got the start that they wanted. Great approach there. Kyle Teasy using their Retribution to slow down and then use the Detonus Welcome just to cap it all off. Nats getting taken down, not good for RSGPH.
All right. They're going to have to dance for this turtle, of course, and I was asking the question, who's going to come out on top of the damage, but right now set back nearly 1,000 gold and 3 kills for FCAP. RSG's going to want to think twice now about approaching this. They might want to calm down here, but they go in with the Dragon Form.
Here comes a preemptive Dragon Form, looking to secure the turtle.
Oh!
In comes Nats, coming in with a full combo. Last Insanity popping him. Aqua pulls the ult just in time. Level 4, Kyle Teasy walking away. No dice. RSGPH happy with the win. Aqua phasing through this wall, walking away with a smile on his face.
Nats Entertainment. The Petrify was there right on time in the Dragon Tail, I believe, or the Enhanced Basic Attack. One of those allowed him to get the last hit onto that turtle. But we're seeing now RSGPH, they want to stick together under the Faramis ultimate, but it's hard. You're up against an export, up against a Barretts with the so-called teamwork, the damage AoE dished out, and the Nova as well. So this might not be as easy for RSGPH as the numbers would lead us to believe.
Yeah, again, able to pull something out of what was a bad situation for RSG earlier, securing that first turtle. But that's the thing, they could have gotten more, but it was also from few. That first pick, Novaria, that really just stopped them in their tracks here. So we'll see once again the adjustments, of course, being made. But RSG finds a little bit of hope. They still have to match the momentum being set by FCAP right now, especially the way that they roam with Ogwyn. This is, again, a different version of Ogwyn being playstyle on this Rafaela, but you can definitely expect him to even come in aggressively with the flickers. Now, looking at this real quick, too, the hero synergy, Yuzhong and Faramis, it's an 80% win rate. It's been played 5 times.
Yeah, high win rate combination. Theoretically, should be a 50-50, but most teams who have played it together, I think about these two, played really well.
Here comes King Kusei with a preemptive, blazing the way, clearing the waves.
Wow.
False fight engaged. Kyle Teasy with a missile expert, pushing back RSG.
You know what? Little by little, the window of RSG Philippines to shine with this alpha in their lineup slows down. Yes, they have a Faramis paired up with them, but usually we see more hard healing roamers or mid laners paired up with this alpha to allow it to shine.
Oh, look at Light looking for the sandwich. Kyle Teasy walks into the bush. Aqua blasting him with the Ghost Bursters. Nats getting that corner. He does have a BDF. They're waiting. Turtle spawned.
Okay, turtle up. Dance going to commence here. Both teams getting in position, but they will keep Kusei on the top to push it. Half health.
Here we go. Black Dragon form. Is this not entertaining? Zigzagging around. Deathless welcome. Throwing him into that Nether Realm. And Aqua keeping his life up.
Oh.
Last Insanity started up, and they're pushing him back. Demon Kite all the way back. Fire missiles, and the pull. Wild charge into Flapneezy's face. That's a takedown and a turtle for FCAP.
That was a great approach by RSGPH, but still the fight's continuing.
They're still going. There's the wall throw now by Light. The flicker from Aqua. They disengage.
Okay, was that worth Renmar? I mean, Flap did his job, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Worth it for FCAP that Flap TZ wasn't able to secure the kill onto Demon Kite. You actually saw Demon Kite stop moving backwards. It's as if he was already thinking, this guy's gonna flicker. So instead, he stayed in place. When the flicker went forward from Flap TZ, you saw the fire coming out. It was right behind the Alpha.
Yep.
So that was a great call by Demon Kite. But most importantly, it was Kyle TZ who started that off, holding that Pixel Shrub in the river, allowed them to start that fight off by bringing Demon Kite low and already bringing out the Netherrealm from the Faramis.
Interesting, too, the build path, of course, that Demon Kite's going to go on here. He wants to be a little more tanky on this Alpha, of course, to match up toe-to-toe with Kyle TZ on the Barretts, because he can't be continuously forced out. I mean, Light right now, it's best he gets more value if he can actually set up with a wild charge and not have to use it defensively. So for Demon Kite, that's part of it. Dealing, once again, trying to get that front ground if you can against a Barretts and a Rafaela that just sticks to him.
Quick item update on the side of RSGPH. There's a BFB already on this Alpha, but there's a play being called in the bottom lane. Now they're just going to be feeling each other out. And already a Hunter Strike. The Claude Kusei just built up the DHS and already has the Corrosion Size. So 2 items already for the gold laner for RSGPH.
Okay, so they're setting themselves up here. Locks that in right now. But meanwhile, you're pretty much just going to have to wait. This next turtle comes up, and I almost expect it to be a full-on team fight unless they decide once again to keep just Kosei, hey, do your thing. We know how long it does take for the Claude to build up here, but right now the focus, of course, would be in this bottom side all before that turtle does spawn. So it looks like they're going to do exactly that as Demon Kite also gets in position here. Kyle TZ will be there alongside Ogwin, just picks up the Flask of the Oasis as well. That's going to be crucial in dealing with this dance here. Big items all around being picked up.
Oh, that's a Little Wonder secured by RSG. Interesting that the play for the Kingslayers is to isolate Kusei, make that mid lane. Oh, hold up! Big team fight coming in! Aqua takes down Ogwin. The D-Dubs pushing Demon Kite in, but there's enough secured to get another one. Two down, 3 down. Double kill for Aqua. Netherrealm HP pop. Down goes Eternal. That's a big win for RSG. 2K ahead, as I was saying. They're isolating. Wait, they're still going!
As we're saying.
That's a flicker back for Flap. They're isolating Kusei, and right then and there, they pressed down on the clutch and said it's go time. Items on Kusei, when they did that was just 2 items, man.
Yeah, it was just 2 items, the Corrosion Side and the DHS. He just built it up. And RSGPH now, it's as if they snapped as well, like, wait a minute. I think we're capable to just throw bodies right now, especially if Light can get a good engage in with the wild charge. And that was a good call by RSG. Risky, but they made it work. They found the right heroes at the right time. Super Marco wasn't in the best place to be able to free hit. We talked about Kusei earlier with 2 items. Now he has 3. And a significant gold gap over Super Marco. 1,500 already is the lead of Kusei over the regular season MVP.
That's what I was going to say, man. Where the heck did the gold lead just come from that? And RSG, that whole fight, Netherrealm from Low King Aqua just came in clutch.
He was double laning.
He was.
Kusei is just more mobile compared to Super Marco at this
point.
point.
It's like an APM thing.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Big fight coming in. Wild charge! And the entry point. You just throwing out the ult. Last Insanity trying to save face here. And they pop the extra HP. But it's not going to be enough. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far. RSG pushing FCAP back into their base. Big win again for the Raiders.
My goodness, see, this is what we're talking about. Light, just throw your body. If you get the right knockup or the stun, then RSG will follow up. And again, we were talking earlier about how RSGPH's, how do we say this, window to have a really good game with this Alpha was closing because of the start that FCAP had. But then RSG, as Leo put it, just put their feet on the gas pedal and said, nah, we need to make our window bigger now, and they have 5,500 at 10 minutes in. This is not great for FCAP.
And that's what's crazy about it. When you're watching these team fights unfold, the NetherRealm comes in clutch every single time, and it's so difficult for FCAP to actually get those bars down and then get through that second portion. So right now they're going to find themselves again.
Whoa!
Again!
Flicker wild charge coming in. The defensive ult from Oakland. Down goes Few. The last Insanity taking down HPs. NetherRealm the answer back. DK
Nax
secures the Lord off cam. And now Nax coming in full combo. Kyle TZ bites it. Super done. So far, a big win once again. The Kingslayers are here to play.
Light, my goodness. Since he has the roamer that can be a little bit more aggressive, isn't focused on healing, just wants to do what roams do in RG, just set for the team, man, and he's doing it with glowing commendation, and the follow-up as well from QC, chef's kiss.
Man, like you guys said, I don't know if that's just the key to victory to Grok, just throw your body. And that's what Light has been doing here. Now they get themselves this Lord, they get the tier 2s down, and they set their eyes here for the base of FCAP. RSG is coming out huge in this, nearly 10,000 up. And they're gonna try to hold on to this bottom side the best they can. They do have to deal with what's coming up on top. The shields of the turrets, though, have been popped. So now, here they go. They have to get ready for the siege.
Watch out, there's another wild charge. Cocked and loaded for Light, even without the flicker, he can actually just throw a wall up and press the trigger. It looks like RSG is going to take their time here. Good news for the Raiders, they did pop all the holy shields, and then FCAP is still trapped inside their base. They're going to start freezing from here on.
And as we look at the comparison right now, regular season MVP Super Marco, 504 GPM, has not had the best experience. You know what, straight up, it was frustrating for Super Marco this game.
Yeah.
Just a 504 against 800. Plus, on the side of Kusei, we were worried about the Claude early on, but now we're more worried for the Roger against Kusei's Claude.
It's crazy, too, because we were like, you know, it's bulletproof Marco, but this game, man, he has struggled on Roger so far, and it feels like RSG, they are literally raiding everywhere on this side of the map, and even when it comes to the clash, the team fight breaks out, it's just RSG just pushing forward, and you would actually think the opposite, because you you have Ogwen on this Raffaello, so should they be able to sustain through it? But the answer has been solved, especially when it comes to the itemization from RSG.
Yeah, Kusei already has the Wind of Nature. We have to point out the item build on that Alpha. Hybrid. Goes for the BFB. Yes, defensive, but it's, let's be honest, a little bit more for attack power. Paired up with a War Axe, but then his last item after the Antique Harass, or heading into the last item, was a Sky Guardian helmet. So that really just shows that this Alpha wants to stay out of the map as much as possible. just hold the front line. Again, he deals true damage. He doesn't need to build a lot
Yep.
of items that deal the damage. He just needs to hold. And so far, Demon Kites, he's been a problem for FCAP every time RSG Philippines would dive them.
And I love it too because when you look at the necklace of Durant sitting Aqua, this is a low-key thing, right? He has even the rapid boots, so his job, literally swoop in, get the debuff on, and then let the team shine from there. That deals with the Raphael so well from Ogwin, and you're seeing how it is a different place off from Ogwin. He's not able to do what Light does, where he's setting things up, and he has to play a little more passive here. So with that, FCAP finds themselves struggling to get in any type of space advantage. Right now, though, they're going to dance it off for the Lord.
And now Nat's coming in, Black Dragon form right in the face of FlapTZ, forcing an early last Insanity. And now RSG going for the collapse. They jump in, extra HP, already spent, Nether Realm, DW right into the wall, in comes Nats one more time. Kusei taking down Flap, double kill, down goes Marco, FlapTZ as well, almost a wipeout. Few just walking away, Kusei pushing him back. Can I get a Homo Mao for the former FPLKH champ?
Homo! There it is. I don't know if we said it right, but holy moly, and now they're going to go for the base.
Oh, holy sheesh, this could be it.
Down goes the inhibitor. All 5 members of RSG collapsing onto FALCON's AB Bren's base, and the Kingslayers taking their time. No minions, no minions.
No minions just yet. The raid has to stop, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go get the Lord.
My goodness. RSGPH saw they wanted to end it there, but at this point, it's clear to everyone watching this game, the chances of Falcon's AP Bren are at around 10%. It's not impossible, but quite improbable because of the lead built up. Item check, we have to look at the Roger, had to build the Wind of Nature. He is the cleanup duty. House of Navaria still up to a Bloodwing. Needs one more damage item. Whether it's going to be the Glaive or the Crystal, we're going to have to wait and see.
Okay, half health on the Lord here. It's going to get whittled down. Here goes
Nats
Nats.
again with the entry. The WC on a flat pop in that Baraga armor. Again, Kusei with the early entry, blazing the wet. Down goes Flap. Kusei, point blank range on the Kyle TZ. Down goes Marco. A monster kill for Kusei, taking down 2. And inside the base, another one. 2K for Kusei. And that's it. RSG make the call, secure the Lord.
They're going to walk in with this line of minions here. Lord was secured just to be sure. Here they go.
Huge wave, all of them spotted underneath the point blank Astral Echoes. Few not going to be able to.
Here we go. Let's see exactly what's going to happen here as we get back and the base is being worked on. Okay. And the band.